What's up, my people? Thank you for being here. It's a very glorious day. Summer is coming. I'm an optimist. And I say it's February. My prediction, the weather-wise, couple of little small snowstorms, no problem. We get by it, nothing big. And all of a sudden, the good weather's here, baby. Lock up, I should say, unlock the bike, put the bike rack back in the car, windows down, enjoy music, go for bike rides, eating good food, do your job, come home and live your life. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about today is remembering you can't help everyone. For all those people out there that are helpers like me, some people don't want your help. Have you ever been in that situation? That's what I ask you. Have you ever been there? Especially during the gym days, I remember helping this girl. She was benching, sitting, lying down. Again, I was still a newbie, but I was bigger than her. I was stronger than her. I gave her a hand. She asked me. Well, I must have, not knowing the professions of it, I must have helped her too much. She didn't get a good workout. And she blasted up out of the gym and she yelled at me, "You ruined my workout." One time, she said, I ruined her workout. I didn't give her, I would help her too much. And she was furious. That's the first time it hit me and said, wow, what an ungrateful person. And it kind of sunk in saying, you can't help everybody. And this was my early 20s or mid 20s, I don't know. But that was the first time that lesson presented itself. And even the poor people that are like OD on drugs, and then when they give them, I think it's Narcan or something, and they bring them back to life, then they get mad at you for ruining their high. And I know they have their own sickness or disease. It's kind of like, but I just saved your life. I used to tell people, it's good every once in a while if you have a problem. And say you're decorating, just say you're decorating a room and you're standing at the doorway. I would tell people, okay, if you can't think of what you really want to do, go into that corner instead of this corner and just stand there or sit there for a while just to view the room differently. That's all you got to do is just view it differently. Once you see things differently about the same problem, new situations arise, new answers, thought process is different. Basically, you're looking at life differently. A lot of people enjoyed that one. It was so simple, but so powerful. And I always use that. And it kind of always works, probably 99% of the time. If I have a problem, especially in my house, if I'm looking at something and I just can't figure out what I need to do or what I want to do, I'll go sit in a different chair or just view it from a different viewpoint. And sometimes you're just looking at things differently, or you got to look up at the ceiling or just view things and say something's wrong there. Something else, I want to go there. That's not working. And if you keep pondering and just, you got the time to sit back and think about it, it'll come to you. Now, it might be one of those, okay, I have this epiphany. That's going to go. So what do you think of first? Okay, that has to all go to accomplish what I wanted to go, where I wanted to go there. But now, what do I do with all this stuff? That has to go someplace to incorporate the new thing I want there. But then what do you do with that old stuff? which in turn takes you to another problem, just a lesser problem, most of the time. But getting back to, you can't help everybody. A lot of people you can't help. I think a lot of people appreciate the help. And I'm not talking about druggies or alcoholics or anything like that. You really should just help as many people as possible, because I really do believe that's what or one of the main reasons we're here, to help each other. And a lot of people forget about that. A little story. Back in, I don't know what day it was, probably a year, I was in a parking lot in Medford. And I was young, I was a teenager, just got my license. And this guy who was probably a little older than me came up to me and said, "Wow, man, you got $1? I can't afford this," or whatever. And I had money on me, but I said, "No, get away, weirdo," or something like that. I remember asking my sister, "What would you have done?" And this was the experience level, my maturity level, and everything, my answer. Then I asked her, and she said, "I would have given him $1. It's only $1." I went, you're right. It was only $1. But see, I viewed it as, he looks like I don't know what you call it. I viewed him as troubled, alcoholic, druggy. I don't know what $1 would have bought or whatever, or maybe it was a couple bucks. But I didn't view it as a positive helping thing. I viewed it as it was a problem. My sister didn't. Not that makes her a better person than me, but it was interesting to view on the same problem, two different thoughts, two different maturities. And then it made me realize how much growth I still had to do in my life. And if I'm getting too deep for you, stop watching this video. But I don't know. That was as small and microcosm as it was a big growth factor for me. Because I looked at life, I looked at every situation from then on just a little differently. And if I got it, I proved a point once. What you give out, I really believe you get back 2 or 3-fold. And I remember giving a guy at the gas station a $20 tip. He was at the counter. He was a friend of mine. And I said, "I want to prove a point to myself." I gave him a $20 tip, and he said, "What's this for?" And I said, "I want to prove a point that what you give, you get back." And I wanted to count the days until I got that money back from the universe, from anything, society, whatever. I call it the universe. And it took the universe that I call 3 weeks to the day where I received a $20 tip. I forget if it was a tip or I found money or something, but the universe, I gave money away and it gave it back to me. Didn't take years, it never came back, it did come back. And that was the first actual test I did. Now, granted, you want to do good. You still can't take your whole paycheck and just dump it on someone. I mean, maybe you can. You still got to pay bills, you still got to eat, you still got to eat gas, you still eat food. But we are here to help each other and give a hand. And there are people out there that help me. And I'm very appreciative for you. You know who you are. Thank you very much. And I do, you know what I'd like to do? I want to help people. What I would love to do, especially if I become, which I'm hoping, a successful YouTuber. My one dream, if I become, which I have more money than I need, which doesn't take much, I would like to be that secret Santa at the store, even though you're videotaping it, and then do they still have layaways? Just give like $10,000 to this person, and for the next, as much as that money comes up, just videotape it. People who come pick up their layaways, and then the girl says or the guy says it's already paid for. Just to see the look on people's faces. Because I've seen the videos. If that doesn't bring a tear to your eye, wow. Just helping someone when they really need it, especially if they got 3 or 4 kids or they're doing something extra special for someone. That's awesome. That's powerful. I would love to be able to do that for people. Another little way of giving back. That would be nice. That would be nice. And I know you're probably saying, well, you can do that now in different ways. Yeah, you can. But it's not as powerful. So yeah, mark this down. If I ever make it to 1 million subscribers and I have good money coming in, or if I know it's still only been doing it for a few months. If I do good in YouTube, you watch. I'm going to be that guy. I'd like to be known for being that guy. That'd be nice. Have a great day, guys. And help someone out if you can. Because what goes around comes around.